ago today. What anything stand out to you? Anybody stand out to you?
No, it was good. I think what stood out was the fitness levels, the energy levels of the guy, the guys, the attitude. I think that they've come back with obviously with something to prove. So I think you can feel the excitement there, and that's a good sign.
5 months off, finally good to get back and finally get it officially kicked off.
Yeah, it is. It's a long summer, and I think we've had more guys in town here the last 2 weeks than since I've been coaching here the last 2 years. So guys got back in town early. They had some good skates prior to camp, which shows me that it's been a long summer for them too.
Looking tomorrow, you guys have a scrimmage, and a lot of fans are expected to be here. How do those guys react to that? Does it kind of break up the monotonous of practice, having fans here and playing kind of a game?
Well, I think it's a great idea. Our staff came up, Jessica Convertino and the staff came up with the idea of a hockey day in South Florida. We've got a coaching clinic for minor hockey coaches going on. They've got all kinds of activities going on in the parking lot for the young kids. We've got to grow grassroots hockey in Florida here, and how we start that is by these type of days, having training camp down here, having the kids and the coaches involved, and absolutely the players pick up on that, and it adds the excitement.
When you talk about growing the game, being down here for training camp, like you mentioned, it seemed like you guys were here for a day and then disappear out of people's minds for a little bit. And then come back. I mean, now you're here for a while and get TV crews and radio.
I think it's critical, and the kids are excited around here. You see the kids watching practice. You see the fans at our practices. I think tomorrow is going to be an outstanding day, and hopefully it's something that becomes an annual event.
Pete, looking at two of the guys who came over in the Ballard trade, Bernier and Grabner. Talk about Bernier and what he brings to the table and what you're expecting from him.
Well, I had Bernier actually as an 18-year-old kid at a World Junior Camp, so I've known him for a while. He's a big, wide-body guy. He's a physical presence in front of the net. We haven't had a lot of those type of players in our lineup over the 2 years I've been here. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he's capable of doing. He's a former 20-goal scorer that has to get back. And we told all our players last night at our team dinner that for me, there's no better place to play in the NHL than the Florida Panthers right now. If you want an opportunity if you're a veteran looking for a contract or a scorer looking for a bounce back year, you're in the right place at the right time. You just have to make sure you seize the opportunity. And you guys are obviously looking for some offense. And how big a role will Bernier get immediately? What are you envisioning for him? Well, I think both those guys, they fit in the exact category I'm talking about. Bernier's looking to reestablish himself as a scorer in this league. Grabner's looking as a young guy to become a regular in this league. And there's plenty of opportunity here for both those guys, but that's going to be up to them to grab those jobs.
And with a guy like Grabner, do you talk to him and explain this to him, or do you just kind of see how he perceives the situation?
No, I think it'll be made very clear to him. I think if he hasn't grasped that opportunity, the idea of that opportunity yet, we'll make sure he understands. And again, it's one thing to have opportunity in front of you. It's another thing to grab a job, and that's the test here through camp.
Talking about another bounce back, Roslav Olesh.
Yeah.
How many conversations have you had with him, or any? Just talking about bouncing back.
Yeah. I mean, all the conversations between Rusty and I are the conversation's over. We've talked it to death.
Yeah.
It's show me time.
I mean, does he look good shape? I mean,
well, he came in good shape. He's always in good shape. I don't think conditioning's ever an issue with Rusty. Rusty has to come out and show me, show his teammates, show everybody that he's capable of being the player. Well, being the player he's capable of being. I think everyone sees the package. It's getting it done.
How frustrated was he for you last year? That stretch. I mean, was it throw up your hands at some point? Or?
It was a frustrating year, top to bottom. It wasn't just Rusty, so he got the brunt of it on some nights, but we spread that around pretty good.
All right.